The days might be getting shorter and the weather a little colder, but not to worry because that only means one thing: the start of a brand new All-Ireland League season, a rejuvenated competition where the hype has been building, somewhat similar to the glory days. A 7-month story that begins today across 5 divisions, 25 matches between 50 teams, a new day, a fresh season, a clean slate. Today is one of the old classics, Lansdowne welcoming Cork Constitution to the Aviva back pitch. We're waiting for our co-coms to arrive, the legendary Mick Quinn. Once he arrives, we'll let you know. But we'll go through the teams quickly. Bobby Sheehan makes his AIL debut for Lansdowne alongside fellow debutant Perfect. Okay. We just got our last minute call there. Mark Skelly's in the start for Cork Con. So let's go through the teams. As I said, Bobby Sheehan makes his AIL debut for Lansdowne alongside fellow debutant Julian Velisi and the experienced Greg McGrath in the front row. Juan Beatrice and Matt Healy are in the engine room, while Jack Cook, Ross O'Neill and Paul Wilson make up the back row. Old reliables Jack Matthews and Stephen Madigan are in the halfbacks, with former Cork Con player Harry O'Riordan alongside captain Andy Marks in the centre. The back three sees starts for Carl Eddy, Mark Roach and Todd Lawler. And the team they're playing today, Cork Con, the 2024 All-Ireland champions. We'll go through their team, selected by Johnny Holland, still a young manager in his own right. The front row is powerful. French new boy Julian Royer starts beside Munster's Danny Sheehan and former Irish schoolboy Luke Masters. Sean Duffy and Cian Barry are the pair in the second row, while Jacob Sheehan is out, we've been told, so he's no longer there. Peter Hyland and Jack Kelleher complete the forward pack. Mark Skelly will start at number 6 for Cork Con today. Scrub half Adam Maher was a bright spark last season, scoring 8 tries. Alongside him, out half Dara French. Rob Hederman played for Lansdowne last season. He starts at number 12 for Cork Con today, and he's beside Sean French in the middle of the park. Watch out for the wings with flyers Matthew Bowen and Sean Condon, eager to get a try, I'm sure, and fullback George Coomer at 15. The first day of the new season, 25 games, 50 teams, all today.
It's safe. It's safe.
In the other games across the division, UCD host Terenure. Old Belvedere make the journey to Nenagh. Young Munster played Ballynahinch. And of course, Lansdowne versus Cork Con here today. Just waiting for the teams to come out. The rain has died off a little bit, which is nice. It'll be interesting to see how that affects the surface below. Will we see a slippy ball? Potentially. These two sides met in the first game of the 2022 AIL season. On that day, Jack Crowley was playing number 10 for Cork Con. And we all know what he's gone on to achieve since that day. The AIL, I've always said it, I believe it strongly, is the best league in the world for all rugby fanatics. High quality, high scoring, fast paced rugby. The team's taking their time, getting their last instructions from coaches Declan Fassbender and Johnny Holland. The crowd slowly building here. It's a long summer, but we're back in the big time. And here comes the hosts, Lansdowne, led by their captain Andy Marks. For the bird, for the plane. No, it's just Mick Quinn coming to the commentary box.
First the whole match. Calling it bollocks.
We're on comms now, Mick.
Are we on live?
And former Irish international has joined me in the gantry.
God help us.
And Cork Connor out. And I'll let you lead from here, Mick.
Yeah,
The sad moment.
Yeah, there's a minute's silence for Gaffer Hogan, who's a great Lansdowne member and a proud Limerick man and a Clare man as well. And he passed away a couple of days ago and his burial was yesterday. So, Gaffer Hogan, rest in peace, mate.
We take this time as well to remember Steve Jemison, who sadly passed away recently as well.
Yeah, poor old Steve. And I only saw him last week, was chatting to him last week at the Leinster Senior Cup final. He was fit as a fiddle, looked very well, chatting to everybody, and gone a few days later. So that's a very sad one too. Steve Jemison, a top guy, great Leinster man.
We're thinking of all his family at this sad time. And first day of the new season, how are you feeling? Excited?
Yeah, I am excited. I think things are sort of quiet around because of the Ryder Cup. I think everybody has been taken in by Ryder Cups and the Women's World Cup final.
Not us,
and all
though.
that. And not us. We're down at AIL where the quality is. Really looking forward to this game too because two sides hopefully going to go at it today.
And Jonathan Erskine is the man in the middle today.
Yep.
And
from the wee north, isn't he?
I was saying at the start, the AIL, the hype's back. It feels like a rejuvenated competition now.
Yeah, I think it's a very good quality competition, but it has been building over the last few years into a marketable product. It's a very good side to the rugby union, and it's great to see teams of high quality playing.
And Cork Con take it in after Steve Madigan got us started. Adam Maher policing things early on for Cork Con. And he finds touch. But I was saying at the start as well, 2022, these two sides met in the first day of the season, and Jack Crowley was playing number 10 that day for Cork Con.
That's it. Yeah, you get a lot of guys that come through from absolutely nowhere, and well, Cork Con have a very good they have a very good platform in Cork because they almost have Cork to themselves in the sense of the first division. So they get a lot of the good players from UCC as well, you know.
And the Lansdowne backline looking to move quickly here, straight from the set piece. They go down that left. A first chance for their big second row came from UCD. Madigan straight to the line, but the Cork Con defence stands up well. Madigan again,
Dropped.
but it's a knock on, and Cork Con can clear the lines here if they want to. Coomer kicks it long and into touch. Or is it? No, the bounce. But a great follow-up tackle from Cork Con. Pure aggression. Lansdowne look to dart down that short side. Stay away from the touchline.
Certainly been a bright start to the game anyway, hasn't it?
The conditions have dried up as well, which helps.
Yeah. Well, we're expecting a little bit better weather in the late afternoon, so we got rid of the mucky stuff this morning and during lunch hour. But it was a fairly filthy day. But it's lovely to see the sun out now.
A few new heads in the Lansdowne team this year.
Yeah,
Bobby Sheehan, Dan Sheehan's brother.
That's right. Yeah, he's big. He's a big addition to the club. But
Matt Healy as well, the second row,
yeah,
who also came from UCD.
Yeah.
James Tarrant played 10 in the Leinster Cup final, but he's not featuring today. I think he was travelling reserve potentially.
That's right.
Important that they get these early lineouts right.
Yeah, well, that's always the way with a team starting their first big game of the season, so you just got to try and get all the little easy bits right and the simple things well.
Paul Wilson takes it down. And here they come, Eddie to the fullback. Todd Lawler, his brother, Gunnar, playing over in America now.
Yeah.
Lansdowne man as well. But Cork Con are doing well to disrupt things for Lansdowne early on.
Certainly are.
Making messy ball. And the AIL's truly back. The roars of offside from the crowd. But Lansdowne have the penalty. Go to the corner again?
Possibly, although
about 40 metres out.
It's nice to get 3 points on the board as well, though, and so it just depends on which way the wind is actually.
He's going to go for it.
Is he going to go for it?
About 40 metres out.
Yeah.
Madigan, an accomplished number 10. He's been around for quite some time now with Lansdowne.
Player, yeah. He's an underestimated player, I think. I think he's a very tough operator, good physical player, which is great, It's good to see.
About 41, 42 metres out, maybe. Straight in front of the sticks. He strikes it. And Madigan gets the account open for Lansdowne in the 2025-2026 season.
That's very good. Good start. And they've looked quite positive, Lansdowne. Cork Constitution have showed a resilience, though, and then they're quite willing to come up and make those tackles. So I think it's going to be a very tight game. There's no doubt about that.
Plenty of games happening around the country today.
There's loads of them. So it's going to be interesting to see how they all go.
Your old mate, Ollie Campbell, will be in Nenagh to watch Belvedere.
Against Nenagh Ormond.
Yeah, back in the top flight after 8 years.
That's it.
Lansdowne tidy it up. Might just look for an exit here. 1 or 2 phases and out.
Yeah, I think so.
Matthews taking his time. Goes for the box kick. Doesn't get much on it, so Cork Con will be happy enough with that.
They will, yeah. But you got to get it out of your 22. I mean, there's no point in moving ball around inside your own 22. It only ends up in trouble.
Billy Scannell not available for Cork Con today. As well as that, Michael Foley, the Irish under-20 last season that impressed many, is also not available.
He's a very good player. Yeah. Well, see, the provinces need these players at the start of the season with all the Lions players away, so
And it's an overthrow and Lansdowne straight on the front foot. They'll want to move it quickly here. But Cork Con's defence around the middle has been very impressive.
Very impressive, very strong.
No real space been shown. Felici, the new man, the Italian, impressed coming off the bench in the Leinster Cup final.
Yeah, he's a good player. I like him.
A bit too much on that, maybe.
Yeah.
Well collected from Con.
Good tackle, though, to put him down.
Maher. No rush. It's a contestable. Where's it going to land? On the Cork Con side. And they have. They did really well there.
They did very well.
Adam Maher with a great box kick. French. He's playing for the Bedford Blues last season. Sean French. That's a beautiful kick.
Oh, I think that's a... Is that a 50-22? I think it could be.
Executed to perfection.
Is it not a 50-20?
It is now.
It is.
Eagle Eye McQuinn.
That's it. I thought it was a really clever kick, that.
Could you have executed a few 50-22s if they were around in your day?
I'd have loved it, actually. It's absolutely perfect. It's a perfect situation because you can actually manufacture space to make those kicks, and I don't think it's used half enough. Teams should be using it as an actual tactic, you know. I think it's a great way of getting possession back.
Wilson takes it down. Leinster School's senior cup winning captain like yourself, but he was with Gonzaga. And here comes the maul, the first look of it today. Here's O'Riordan, the former Cork Con man.
Yeah.
And can Lansdowne find an early try? Cork Con looks set in defence.
It's very much behind the gain line, that one.
Cork Con not giving them much room. As you say, they're not getting over the gain line. They might have to mix it up here. But Lansdowne, for the moment, are sticking to task. And they had a penalty in the back pocket.
Yeah, they had a penalty.
Another 3.
He's talking about going corner. I'm not sure, though.
He gets a call from the sideline, take your points.
Yeah, no, he's going for the corner.
Fortune favours the brave, as I always say.
Yeah, it's a good kick too. It's a good kick.
And Bobby Sheehan, he's a good darts thrower.
He is.
He always finds the target, was captain in UCD.
He's a very impressive player.
Name needs no introduction. Wilson goes up again. Here comes the wave. Will it crash for a try? And the wave goes crashing over the line.
It's a big try.
And it's a first Lansdowne try for the new man, Bobby Sheehan.
Very good. Very good try. And I thought Wilson did very well there as well. And I actually played with his dad. I was at the end of my career and his dad was sort of starting off.
Wilson goes up again.
Player.
Here comes the wave.
But, young
Will
Wilson
it crash for a try? And the wave goes crashing over the line.
He's a very versatile player. He's had a nice try for Lansdowne.
He's had to bide his time as well to get into this first team. Spent a couple of years in the 20s, but now he's getting his chance.
Well, that's it, you know, and you've got to take your time. I mean, guys get into too much of a hurry as well. And
the extras are added, and a perfect start for Lansdowne.
Yeah, 10-0, so it's a good start.
They actually did double over Cork Constitution last season.
They did. Cork Con now would be a little bit light today on players. They've lost a few players to this match.
And it's still so early in the season. It's very hard to tell.
It is. It doesn't pan out till November, December time.
Game week 5, game week 4, around that kind of.
That's it, exactly.
But Lansdowne finished the season so strongly last time out
They
to
did.
get into the top four, and they almost beat Clontarf in the semi-final.
They did. They played very well that day. Yeah, Tarf. The size of Tarf was the big problem. You know, so they're so big. They're so big.
Lansdowne doing all the early running at the minute. Cork Con haven't really had a lot of the ball. Jack Matthews is another underrated player
Very good player.
for Lansdowne.
Like him.
Just does his job quietly. Was that out in the full? Brought back in is the shout. I'll leave this one to you.
That's the crowd getting involved. I think that is the old claim it anyway. That didn't work for them.
And we have a
Wasn't brought back in.
we have another Dan Sheehan thrown in the lineup for
That's
Cork Con. Frankie Sheehan's nephew,
That's right.
former Irish under-20, won a Grand Slam with them in 2023. Danny Sheehan scored 6 tries as an Irish under-20 as well.
Yeah.
But again, problems at the line, and Lansdowne are just pouncing on that every time on the overthrow.
Something's happened there at the breakdown. I don't know. Oh, somebody's hurt. Yeah.
Cork Con were already enforced to make a change
Yeah.
early on. Before the game even started, Mark Skelly comes in to start at number 6.
Oh,
Ahead of
really?
Jacob Sheehan. Jacob
really?
Sheehan is out now, so
Oh. Was that a warm-up accident, was it? Or
I don't know if he was feeling something before going in or it
Yeah.
happened while
Yeah.
during the exercise, but he's not available now. And it also means that Dylan Hicks, former Irish under-20, has been brought onto the bench, the out half.
Yeah.
Wilson goes up again.
It's been a good start to the game for Lansdowne. They've looked quite sharp and
A positive start.
yeah,
Doesn't get any easier. Next week, you're away to the Bull Ring.
way to the bull ring. That's going to be tough going up there.
And Terenure then here in 2 weeks.
That's right. And Terenure put 40 points on us there a couple of weeks ago.
Dan Martin with a hat-trick.
Yeah.
But I thought Lansdowne fought back well in the second half.
But
Terenure maybe took their foot off the accelerator a little
I
bit.
think so. And you know, you're coming back from 30 points down. You're always going to come back a bit. But
Yeah.
you know, I think they were wasting their time at that stage. You'll get back part of the way, but
Do you read much into pre-season or not really? Or
No. Nothing at all. I think you just try people out pre-season and see how it goes. You know, I don't see that it having any importance at all. I think you build up over your season, and I think you see the cream comes to the top in February, March. All the stronger teams seem to come in. Oh, he's gone. Oh dear, that's pity.
and there's a sub been made straight away. Number 10, Dara French, says goodbye, and Dylan Hicks comes in.
So he's in already.
He was on the bus today. He thought he'd have an easy day
Yeah.
just to watch from the sideline, but he's playing now.
I hope he wasn't on the town last night, was he? Thinking that he wasn't involved. He
Yeah,
might have been Rinka Bjorg down in Cork.
always ready.
Always ready.
These young lads are built different now. Not like your day.
No. We were much more dedicated in our time. You know what I mean?
But a scrum just on halfway for Lansdowne, and a really good platform
Yeah.
for them to try and launch something.
Yeah.
Options to the left and to the right. And they go to the right, but they're going to keep it in and milk that penalty.
Yes. Yeah. We did well there.
He kicked a similar penalty from that sort of position earlier,
He did. Yeah.
and he's going again.
He's going to go for it. Oh, very good.
Maybe 44 metres this time.
Yeah. It's a bit further, but it's certainly kickable.
Backs himself, Madigan. And of course, Lansdowne have produced some great 10s over the years. None less than the man beside me, but Charlie Tector, Sam Prendergast, Harry Byrne.
Some very good players. But all those young lads are excellent players. I just don't think they play enough. I mean, I wonder how many games Charlie Tector actually played last season in rugby. Did he play 8, 10 games all in, taking in a few games at centre for Leinster? I think that's about it. He played maybe once or twice for Lansdowne. not enough games. I think if you're playing rugby, you need to be playing every week to stay sharp.
Perfect from the kick and tee.
Well done.
Stephen Madigan,
It's a fine kick.
13-0 the score, and Lansdowne, they wouldn't have asked for any better.
No, it's a very good start for them.
Declan Fassbender in his 3rd season with the club.
Yeah. Well, he's been with it a lot longer than that, but he was doing the
As head
20s
coach,
up to that as head coach.
As head coach
3
for a
years,
season, I should say.
and he's done very well. And he's taken a back seat from the Gonzaga job.
Did a great job there.
Oh, fantastic job. Fantastic job.
Brought them to their first Leinster Schools Senior Cup in 2024.
Yeah. But there's only so much you can do at that level, I mean, you just can't go on doing the schools team for year after year after year because, it becomes tiresome then. And it's a very interesting concept that Gonzaga are going. They now have a lady coach. So
very well established as well.
Very well established. She's a very good, experienced coach and an international herself. And I think she has done a fantastic job. I think it's a great move. It's a very brave move by Gonzaga, actually.
And one we hope works out for them.
Well, I'm sure it will.
We wish them all the success.
Yeah.
They've had problems at the line out early on, Cork Con. They'll want to fix it here. But again, Lansdowne get up.
Got a hand in. But
make it messy.
Con got it back, though. Yeah.
Sheehan straight into his namesake.
Yeah.
And Bobby makes it very hard for him to get to ground, but he does. A little dink over the top. Where will it land? Well tidied. The second row. They had numbers lining up, but Madigan decides up in the air, she'll go. Lansdowne bringing a real intensity to that ruck. Cork Con haven't really got out of the gates yet.
No, they've found it hard to just get the primary possession, and that's something that'll come as the season goes on. They have enough talent in the club, all right. I'm not sure what's happening there. I thought there was a knock on there. Yeah, knock on, and it's Cork Con ball.
Cork Con been in the last 2 All-Ireland League finals, of course.
A very strong, established club, though, aren't they? They have a huge catchment there with Cork, Donal
Lenihan, Ronan O'Gara.
Yeah. And the fact that they're the only First Division club in Cork as well, that adds a lot to it.
Division 1A is becoming very Dublin-centric nowadays.
It has become too much so, really.
Even this season, there's 6 Dublin teams, and
there are, yeah, a lot of derby matches anyway this year.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have any other scores coming in yet.
Plenty of pre-match lunches, I'm sure.
Ballynahinch are 14 points up against Young Munsters.
They've been knocking on the door of the playoffs for quite a couple of seasons, Ballynahinch.
UCD 3, Terenure 0. St Mary's 10, Clontarf 0.
Belvedere's game, of course, kicks off a little bit later.
Right. It's a bit later, yeah. There's nothing else on that First Division thing. It's great that we can get the scores as the game goes on.
Absolutely, it's brilliant.
Fabulous.
It's like Gillette Soccer Saturday, but for the AIL.
It is. It's better because we're better than the guys on Gillette Soccer Saturday, mate. Wouldn't it be great if we were paid the same amount or anything?
Here's hoping. Adam Maher was involved with Munster in the summer on a short-term contract, training with them. Cork Con try and get going now. And they have a penalty and something they can build on. They might go down the line.
handling the ball on the ground. That's penalties for. They're going to kick the corner though. I feel that they need to get back into this now, and this is an opportunity for them now.
Dylan Hicks throwing into action. He puts it into touch. Effective Rangers, of course, back in the AIL as well, Mick.
Yeah, that's a great thing though. I'm glad. It's good to see Bective back. Good club. I've had a tough few years. See, when you go down to that level, it's very hard to get back out of it, and they've dragged themselves out of it, which is great.
What a move by Lansdowne. They've managed to rip it out, and now they're on the move. They've got numbers here if they can move it, but they held on to it a bit too long there.
Too long.
And again, the line out malfunctioning for Cork Con.
Yeah.
And Matthews knows exactly what to do. Into touch it goes.
Good kick too.
And danger averted.
Yeah. They just got it out and didn't tally around their own 22. I think it's one of the big mistakes that teams make is that they start thinking they can be constructive in their own 22, and it just becomes a situation where a mistake is made. Next thing you're stuck on your own goal line. So a lot of teams are trying to get out of there now.
You're old school though. You don't do the inside your own half flare.
No.
Put it into the sky.
Get rid of it out of your 22.
I want snow on it when it comes back down.
Exactly. It's the only man.
I was once told that Mick Quinn used to put the ball so high up into the sky it came back down with snow on it.
That was an old leather ball as well, by the way. Could be pretty heavy.
Just getting some fuel into the bodies. But now the water's been called off. Hasn't been the best day at the office so far for Danny Sheehan.
No. His dad was a very good player, though, wasn't he?
Frankie Sheehan's his uncle.
Oh, his uncle?
His uncle, yeah.
Frankie was some player.
Hicks.
Tough hombre.
Comes from good stock.
Yeah. That's a good break there.
Con trying to get the momentum. But Carl Eddy, he's off to the races. But what a last-ditch tackle. Lansdowne still have, but there was a knock-on.
Gone, yeah.
And Carl Eddy, it looked like he had the gas.
Yes.
But he got caught.
He just got hand-tripped. Yeah, he got hand-tripped, which was a fine tackle.
The Peter Springer classic.
It was indeed.
Carl Eddy, such an exciting player.
He is. He's very exciting.
Played Irish clubs a couple of years ago. Product of Presbray in Wicklow.
Yeah. He's got lots of pace. It was a really good tackle, that, though. A desperate tackle.
Cork Con needed to make that.
Yeah.
Could that be a momentum shifter?
It could. It just depends on what comes out of this now. And the Connor's still stuck inside their own 22, which isn't great for them. And the next score will be fairly important, I think. Who gets it? It's the difference with coming back within a score, or it's moving out to 2.5 scores. You know what I mean?
Lansdowne will want to keep Cork Con here, and Cork Con will want to escape. But as starts go, Lansdowne will be pretty happy.
I think it's been pretty positive from Lansdowne so far. They've looked sharp. They've looked strong.
And a team like Lansdowne, how do you manage a big squad like they have, be it 20s, be it seniors, be it J1s? How do you keep everyone happy?
See, in the season, the guys are getting a lot of games. They are, and you're bringing players on and off. You're bringing players on and off right through the game. So there's an open door policy. So your players are getting plenty of minutes. So they can't say they're not getting the chance.
If they impress on it Tuesday or Thursday.
Absolutely. They get their chance. And with Lansdowne, it doesn't really matter. You could be an under 20 and you could be deemed good enough to go up. And you go up. That's it.
Sam Prendergast an example of that a couple of years ago.
Exactly. And look how fast he's come through, you know.
Happened in a blink of an eye.
It did. They got a blink in the eye last night in South Africa, I'll tell you that much. 37-0 was a hell of a beating for Leinster. I know people will say it doesn't really matter, it's the start of the season, but it was a very poor performance.
Still, confidence for the young lads.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah. It was a belt in the eye for them because they wouldn't have expected that to happen. To come out with no points at all was a bit of a disappointment.
Cork Con clear the lines.
I don't think it'll phase the Leinster management really. I think they'll just readjust and let's see how they do next week. Because they're still in South Africa next week, aren't they? Yeah.
Against the Bulls.
The Bulls. That won't be fun. Playing up on the veldt against the Bulls. That's not going to be. And they won't be welcomed all that nicely there after the final last season.
Absolutely not. Cook brings it down.
Oh, it's a good catch.
Was club captain last season, Jack Cook.
Yeah, he's a very good lad.
They go down this short side. They have the numbers. They have the support. Eddie, check on the inside. Matthews. And they got to get the try. And that's brilliant from Lansdowne. A perfect try. Exploiting the short side. They had the numbers.
It's a good try.
And
that was a very well taken try. And lovely pass back inside.
Brings it down.
Got away. So I mean, that was a diamond of a try.
They exploited the short side.
Yes.
They knew they had a bit of room.
Nice pass.
Matthews and Eddie.
Yeah. Oh, that was really special. That was a lovely try.
And a quality finish. Todd Lawler, it looked like.
Yeah. Did very well there.
Todd Lawler, another player that's had to bide his time.
Yeah, he's had you know, he's a guy who, you know, has so much ability, and because he went to a good school, you know that. You are aware of that, aren't you?
Newbridge College junior cup winner, of course.
Right, that's right.
2022 or 2021.
21, that's right. Oh,
and another perfect kick.
Oh my goodness.
Inch perfect.
Yeah. Lovely.
Stephen Madigan.
Yeah. Confident kick. When you're on song, aren't you? He's just going up and hitting it now. And it's working out well for him.
I think those early penalties are settlers a lot of the times for half.
Yeah.
And
especially at the start of the season, you know, when you start well and you're feeling confident, you just go up and hit it, and becomes, you know, just becomes a natural movement.
Bobby Sheehan with the first try, Todd Lawler with the second try. Now, Cork Con deep in enemy territory, but they need to score now, you feel.
They do, yeah.
They need to put something on the board.
Yeah. Almost half an hour gone now.
They need to get this line out right. That's better from Cork Con. They try and get them all moving. Sheehan at the back. Maher having a look. Decides to use it. Is this the opportunity Cork Con have been waiting for?
That's quite good work.
Well, what a tackle. Drills him back. Maher again just tips it on to Sheehan, but crossing on a penalty.
It's just he wasn't expecting that. I mean, that's unfortunately for Con. Now, they were very unlucky there because he was coming through to take the ball, but he wasn't given the ball, so he ended up obstructing, and that's a pity.
There was a dominant tackle from Lansdowne that came in.
There was a very good tackle there in midfield. Ballynahinch are 28-0 up against Young Munsters. And UCD 3, Terenure 14 now.
A lot of players left UCD this season.
They did. They did. 6 of them went to Clontarf, which was very, surprising that they took so many of them. But St. Mary's are 15-0 up against Clontarf. And Lansdowne 20 points to 0 up against Cork Con. So
You just wanted to say that again, I think.
I did want to say that again. It's not often. It's not often you get the opportunity to say you're 20 points up against Cork Con. The president of Cork Con this year is the great Ralph Keys. Wonderful, wonderful out half for Ireland.
I wonder will Peter O'Mahony be at the odd Cork Con game now?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they're saying he may get involved, which would be great.
Bowen.
Yeah, I'd say he will get involved in coaching Peter O'Mahony.
Hicks. Matthew Bowen looks like he's hurt on the floor there. Coomer. Lansdowne very comfortable in defence. They're forcing Cork Con to get rid of it here.
Yeah.
And a brilliant take. And Cork Con strong at the ruck. They come in with the counter.
They got it back again as well, which is good work by Con.
But they need to be fast here. Hicks. They're giving that Lansdowne defensive line too much time to reset.
Yeah, but they're giving it a good go though.
Maher with the dummy.
Knock on. It was unfortunate.
And just at the moment, things aren't going to plan.
No. A lot of small errors, just small errors. I think they'll be able to iron that out at half time, and they may be able to get it back into place. About 35 minutes gone anyway. Number 5 plus injury.
We're just changing the battery in the camera.
Does that mean that our normal mistakes will be even more prevalent?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
But it's gone into the scrum. Good job there's a delay.
Yeah. It's timed rightly.
Yeah. And Belvedere, Nenagh, the new boys in this league.
That's right.
What do you think about them?
I think it was an incredible achievement. I mean, nobody saw that coming. You know,
first Tipperary club to get into 1A rugby.
Absolutely, it was incredible, and it was. They've been coming for a few years though. They've been improving all the time.
Back-to-back promotions.
Exactly, and they were just sneaking up there. Nobody saw them coming.
They've earned their right to be in the top tier of Irish club rugby.
They have.
And Belvedere, it's been a while, but they're back at the top.
Yeah.
They won Division 1B of the All-Ireland League last season. Matthews with the feed. Here comes the squeeze. They want the penalty, and they get the penalty.
Very strong, very good.
We apologise for the technical difficulties, but the battery's in. And unfortunately for you guys, you still have to listen to me and Nick.
That's it.
But your new Italian stallion...
And you can do it for free.
The new Italian stallion, he looks good in the scrum.
Yeah, he does. He's strong. He's a bit of an animal, and which is great. I just hope he's good on the pasta because I haven't invited myself around for dinner, and I know these Italians are great cooks.
He's
So
starting, of
we're all
course.
waiting for the invite.
He's starting, of course, because Jerry Carr got offered a short-term Leinster
That's
contract.
right, which is fantastic, and he's down in South Africa with them.
So it just shows that this is the shop window. If
It
you do
is.
well in the AIL, you can
Yeah.
get opportunities
Well,
elsewhere.
I think all those Leinster A matches are a waste of time because they end up playing against 3 and 4 Welsh teams put together to just play a match, whereas they're better off playing AIL.
Lansdowne looking for their third try. And here's the new guy, the second row. Stretching the legs.
That's very good work.
They go down the left again.
They didn't need to skip there. They needed just to make the simple pass is the best one in that situation.
Greg McGrath gets them closer. Lansdowne can smell blood here. But great try line defending from Cork Con.
They did very well there.
Maybe the wrong decision to skip to the left.
Yeah, well, you've seen players think there's space out there, but the cover can get to that outside tackle. Whereas if you make the first pass, they have to stay with the player who has the ball. So I don't see the point in doing skips all the time, especially these long skips. It's not like as if the defense was coming up hard and fast, where you have to skip it over the top. But it's just a waste of a real try scoring chance. I think it's still down there though.
Still where they want to be. And the line out hasn't been functioning well at all today. And Bobby Sheehan, he's all over it. And like a raging bull, he gets his second try of the day.
That's great stuff. He's like his brother, he smells a try. I just think it's fantastic.
Bobby Sheehan all over it. He pounced on the scraps.
I was saying to him before the match today, I said, I was very disappointed for your brother on the Lions tour because his father turned out to be the star of the tour. Because his dad had a column in the Irish Times and he had all this publicity parties going on down in Australia. It was fantastic.
Well, he'd be writing about his son tomorrow morning.
Well,
Bobby Sheehan, a double on his Lansdowne debut.
Yeah, really good start for him. Yeah, excellent. That was a fine try. He just smells the tries. He's,
Instinct.
Instinct. I mean, it just seems to himself and his brother just unbelievable smell of a try.
And again, Madigan.
Madigan's in a great.
Perfect.
How are you? Well,
Magnificent Madigan.
Madigan has done very well today.
27-0 and one try away from the bonus point.
Yeah. What I love about Madigan is that he's a very good defensive player as well. Like he makes his tackles all the time. Steady. Oh, and so hard, tough. He's a tough hombre, which is great. Two good tens there, Lansdowne.
Cork Con get the ball. Messi at the restart. Can they score before the half-time break? Skelly, they've got the penalty. They should just go here.
Yeah, they need to. Can they chance the line out? I suppose
they need to light a fire.
They need to score. That's for sure. They need to get a score.
They're going to go down the line. Their only option, really.
Yeah. They didn't have a choice really there.
But the line out has been an area of concern for them so far.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. No, they haven't been able to.
4 or 5 gone astray.
Yeah. It could be the disruption and injuries that they've had, that they haven't had a chance to really work on this. But you'd expect all that stuff to be ironed out fairly quickly.
And that's a better line out to the front. And the maul gets working. And it's going. Still going.
This looks very good for them.
And Cork Con get their first try of the day. And finally, they're on the board.
A good try, too.
a positive way to end the first half.
Very good try. I mean, they just took it down. That stuff to be ironed out. Good leadership there in the pack, and they rolled Lansdowne over fairly quickly there. It was a bit too easy from Lansdowne's point of view. Yeah.
If Declan Fassbender had any gripe about this first half, maybe it would be about that last try.
Yeah, I think so. We have Ballynahinch 28, Young Munster 7, UCD 3, Terenure 14, St Mary's 22, Clontarf 0.
And a good kick from Dylan Hicks, thrown into action today, and 27-7 the score at half-time here in the Aviva back pitch. 3 tries for Lansdowne. Bobby Sheehan with the double. Todd Lawler got another for Lansdowne. And just before the half-time break, the Cork Con Mall paid dividends. They got the line out right, and they got the score as their reward. 27-7 the score here at half-time. We'll be back with you shortly for the second half. And we're back for the second half here in the Aviva Stadium back pitch. 27-7 the score. Lansdowne in the driving seat. 3 tries, 1 more, and they'll get a bonus point. But Cork Con did score just before the half-time break. A rolling maul try to get them on the board. Dylan Hicks came on as a substitute during that first half, and he gets us restarted now. Matthews from the base. Cork Con look to run it back. They put one over the top, but well collected by Todd Lawler. And Lansdowne bustling through the middle. Here's Sheehan. 2 tries already. Here's Marks, the captain. Madigan. A lovely flat pass. Lansdowne want a penalty, and they get a penalty. They'll send this one down the tracks. Bobby Sheehan. He's on a hat-trick. Could he? First job, he has to find his man at the line-out. Velisi giving him the last orders. Another clean line-out from Lansdowne. They peel away. And they have another penalty. Not quite sure what that was for. The referee, Erskine, just having a little chat with Luke Masters. And the Cork Con captain, Jack Kelleher. Lansdowne, will they just tap it into the corner again, or will they go quickly? Madigan teases them. Sheehan ready and waiting. Lansdowne, bring it down. Here comes the maul. Twisting, turning. But have Cork Con stopped it from moving any further? Yes, they have. What an effort from the white defence. A try looked imminent for Lansdowne there, but some great defending denied them of their bonus point try for the moment. Looks as though Owen Smith has entered proceedings for Cork Con, Irish under-20 last season. Cork Con still deep on their own doorstep. Will want to get rid of it. Adam Maher with ball in hand. Goes straight down, and Cork Con get the penalty. An easy escape for the Cork men. And Mick is back.
It's back. Trouble with the prostate. You got to go to the loo at half time.
He didn't miss much. Lansdowne nearly got the bonus point, but Cork Con
Just held them out.
kept them out.
I saw that.
But a positive 40 minutes for Lansdowne.
It has been very good, and you need to push it home now and get that bonus point into the bag if they can, as early as they can, because it can stretch then.
Barry brings it down.
It's a better line out from Cork, wasn't it?
Nenagh knocks it into the sky. Roach picks it well. But he's drilled back. Loses some ground.
Stayed under it well, didn't they? Roach, yeah, good time. Yeah, very good. Got great atmosphere for this day. It was very, very good.
Matthews kicks it. It's a penalty. Maybe a high shot.
I catch that one. Good morning. So it must have been high. It's accepted by the player anyway. Falling on the street. Yeah, it was a high tackle. So careful about that nowadays.
Well, safety first.
It is, absolutely.
We want more kids to be playing the game.
Yeah.
So the safer it gets.
I think rugby has got safer though. I think it's been a lot more sensible stuff happening, you know.
I'm a big believer in that.
Yeah. It's not necessary when you have a situation where you can roll off and roll on players. You know, that if a guy gets hit hard, take him off. Can't have it on. It's only in rugby at the end of the day.
Your health is your wealth.
Absolutely.
Cork Con kicks that line just for a halfway break. This is Nenagh. It's that ball.
for instance, just exactly. Let's look at four here. Very careful. Don't fight to the end of this game. It's getting too hard. Yes. So the picture can change very quickly. Like Gregor Bacon, which team in Cork Constitution now playing to a big effect, but it's on the side in a second half. Like Cody and as well, Cork on off bench. Again, the overthrow kills Cork on. At what he's seeing, Phoenix is coming weeks quickly to go. Because the South African, Madigan, which is better from Lansdowne. Sunderland started a real fight, as you said, a dog fight. Yeah. Stiffing Cork on now. And the big more pride now Cork on was really sure to made of. Early season complex coming up with the best of these. Matt taking his time. Another contested goal. Cork on have slapped the back. It's not down his hands there. Nice, spots a bit of space. But Eddie is there. He kicks it back. I think it's going to Cork on there, I'd say. But the temperature, it's just it's just Connor just looked like a different side now in the second half, and I'm starting to a little bit of sheer emotion about it together too well. Get loose, and that's what happens, you see a side coming back into it, and you start trying to do stuff that you didn't do earlier on in the game. You just keep solid and do the simple things well. You can get your form back. Seem to have lost their form now at this stage. Lost the sticks, so maybe. Yeah. Every point man is one in the area. So losing those points, losing twice these points. Cork on. They're feeling it out. And they get the penalty. And they're warming to the task. I'm not sure why they beat that penalty though. They're really under pressure there. That's right. And some of the lads outside were able to. The preferred lads have had these tendency and that's problem, so picks. Knows exactly what to do. One more try really bring it back in then, and you could be looking at a real upset. The nerves really start to grow here in these stadium back pitch. There's no doubt about that. You can see it in the way the players are approaching it now. They're Lansdowne looking worried now. If it's too good to be true, it usually is. That's it. That's the thing. But they have to fight now to win this game. A real test of their mettle early on in the season. Yeah, I think it's too easy, and it never is that easy at AIL level. Anybody can beat any team on any given day. Absolutely. There's no team that is unbeatable. You had to stretch for that one, but they bring it down. This is where they're good for Con. Slowly, very, very strong this way. Edging their way into the 23. Sheehan peels off. It's right up near the line now. Cork Con patient around the fringes. Duffy's drilled back. Here's the captain, Kelleher. Highland, his brother injured for today's game. David, the club captain. Maher marshalling the attack.
This is looking very promising for Cork.
Lansdowne, hands on maybe. No, Cork still have. Here's Smith. Steps, makes himself a bit of room. Maher again, swallowed up. They stay to the left. So they're sticking to the task at the minute.
Looking good for Con.
Con patient. They've come here for the try, and they're not going to leave without it. A penalty advantage as well. And the wheels may be coming off a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, Cork are totally on top now.
And you can't discount for the fact that Cork they're champions. They've been in 2 AIL finals.
They have, yeah.
They have that mentality.
They have the winning mentality, and they know how to come back. And they're doing it very strongly at the moment. And Lansdowne are looking quite brittle at the moment.
But this line out, I know it's cliche.
Yeah.
And you can say it all the time, but it's crucial that Danny Sheehan finds his target here.
Well, they've looked very good from these rolling mauls. When they catch it, they're very dangerous. And Lansdowne haven't been able to hold them up to now. So this is going to be an absolute vitler.
Danny Sheehan delivers it to the top of the tree for Skelly. No real movement off that maul. They're going to have to use it.
It'll be a try. It's going over the line.
No, but slowly they peel away. But no try. It's still there, the ball. I think
yellow card against Lansdowne.
Illegally pulled down?
Yeah. So it's this is not looking good for Lansdowne.
Jack
now.
Matthews to the bin, was it?
I think so.
Jack Matthews is going to spend the next 10 minutes on the sidelines. And things going from bad to worse.
Yes.
For Lansdowne.
Yeah. No, they haven't looked good there now. In the last 10 minutes, they've been very, very shoddy.
Going back to the Leinster final, I know we were saying earlier that Terenure took their foot off the accelerator, but similar in that game, Lansdowne were pretty poor for the first half, but they came alive in the second half.
Yeah, but when you're 30 points down, there's no use going back when you're 30 points down.
But
you know,
what I'm trying to say is
be able to
they're 40-minute concentrated, and maybe putting together that full 80 minutes is a struggle at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a weakness. You know, it's something that shouldn't happen.
Duffy at the back. Goes straight down. Maher gives it to Kelleher. Will they breach this Lansdowne defence?
It was nearly on the line.
Aaron Smith stretching for every metre. Kelleher tips it on, and it's a try for their second row.
Ah, they're back in it now.
Keane Barry, but what a tip on.
Yeah. It's a good try for Cork. They're right back in it now. Cork can win this game now.
Will they breach?
Really on top.
Owen Smith, the substitute, former Irish under-20, he's made such an impact for Cork since coming in.
Yeah, he's done very well.
He's given more shape to that attack. And game on, as you say.
Yeah. Oh, it's very much on now. They're within one score now. With this kick.
Yeah. 8 points.
This is a big upset now because...
don't worry, Nick, it's only 8 points. 2 scores, but... 27-19, and the only difference now are the Steve Madigan penalties.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. 3 tries each.
And on the 37th minute, Cork Con had nothing on the board.
Nothing on the board. And all of this problem has arisen from Lansdowne moving a ball inside their own 22 and passing along the ground. That is what happened and led to a score, led to another score. And they're under this pressure now. And looking like their game has gone completely, you know. It's astonishing how you can just fall apart when things start to go wrong.
Lesson 1 in the Mick Queen rugby lecture. Don't move your ball in the 22.
Oh, get it out of your half. And they never seem to learn this, you know. They never seem to take it on board. They can be told again and again and again and just don't take it on board. It's amazing.
This is as much a test of Lansdowne's mentality and how they tackle adversity than it is about a rugby game.
Yeah, because the whole momentum has shifted now. You know, it's a completely Connor coming onto them all the time now.
The Cork Con tails are up as well.
Yeah, very much so.
But that's better. Madigan straight to the line.
Lansdowne are still down to 14 men, so there's a huge advantage to Cork Con for the next 10 minutes.
And Cork Con get the penalty. And the Cork roar, you can hear it around everywhere.
Yeah, they're really getting into it now.
Looks like James Kenny has come in at scrum half as well.
Yeah, they had to bring in a scrum half anyway, so I don't know who's gone off though. I suppose they have to sacrifice a winger or something to get him in.
It's such a specialised position, scrum half, isn't it? That you can't really just throw somebody in there and expect them to do the job.
No. Well, that's why you have a subs bench. You got to use the guys, get them in.
And they're going for the kick here. 53 metres, probably 52.
Yeah, he's got the wind though behind him, which is. See, if he gets this, they're within one score.
Dylan Hicks. George Coomer, it probably is. And it's perfect.
Now they're in the score.
Coomer.
That's a great kick.
He did that up in Ballinhinch a couple of years ago, George Coomer.
Yeah.
And he does it here on the Lansdowne back pitch.
Yeah.
52 metres. He had plenty on it.
Yeah.
And the rest.
Yeah.
And it's a one-score game.
One-score game now. So that wind is obviously quite a wind behind him.
27-22. If you decided to turn this game off on the 35th minute mark, you'll be regretting it now.
Yeah. Well, it's now looking like Cork Con are going to win this game. Actually, they've just literally taken over the whole second half. And there's plenty of time left for them as well.
This is why the AIL is the best league in the world, I'd say.
It is a great league. There's no doubt about that. It was a sharp lesson for Lansdowne today in this. Anyway, it's...
Never take your foot off the gas.
Lack of concentration is the worst. It's just terrible.
That's good at the line out from Lansdowne. The back line's purring. Can they get themselves back into this game? And there's a real fight at the ruck.
It's the first penalty Lansdowne have had in this half, I think.
First positive moment.
Positive, yeah, absolutely. It would have been terrible. We have scores in Ballinhinch 35, Young Munster 26, right back in it too. We have UCD 10, Terenure College 24, and we have St Mary's College 29, Clontarf 7. And of course, now it's 27-22 for Lansdowne over Cork Con. And a whole different game here in Lansdowne Road.
And at 4 o'clock, Tipperary's very first AIL 1A side, Nenagh, Welcome,
Yeah,
old
10 minutes
Belvedere.
time. 10 minutes time.
But Lansdowne, can they find a bonus point try?
Stupid pass again.
But they force it. And Cork Connor on the break here.
Pass again.
And they couldn't get away. They kick it forward. And here's the race. Who's going to get to that ball first? It is the Lansdowne man, but he's under all sorts of pressure.
On his own line too.
On the back foot. But Lansdowne want to run it. Mick Quinn says, don't run it from your 22. But Lansdowne are doing exactly that. Didn't do too bad though, in
He
fairness.
did quite well there, but I mean, there's just a lack of concentration and a silly pass again in midfield. Just throwing loose ball. It's just it's unforgivable to do that sort of pass.
Maybe forcing the pass a little bit there, Cian Eddie.
Yeah.
Or Carl Eddie, I should say.
Yeah.
Matthew Bowen scored the second Cork Con try, takes that one in.
Their tails are right up now, Cork Con. They're really after them now.
They believe
Oh, yeah.
that the result is theirs.
Yes.
And they're on the hunt. And there's the knock on.
That is terrible.
And Lansdowne.
This is looking very ominous now. It's looking very ominous now.
They were roaring in the first half, but they're barely whimpering now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're playing very poorly now. The confidence is drained out of them, and they look like they're second best all the way now. Guys missing easy handling errors, bad passes, dropping high kicks.
But again, is that rugby? Is that coachable things on a rugby pitch, or is it more mental?
It's a mental thing, because the players themselves know that if they lose concentration, they're going to make mistakes. That's why they're not playing professional rugby. They know that they will make mistakes if they don't concentrate. So, I mean, the silliness, doing stuff that they've been told not to do. They're just throwing loose passes along the ground, throwing, a good opportunity to make a pass. Do the sensible thing, take it in and win possession back again.
But is that also a testament to Cork Con and the type of team that they are?
Yeah.
That they can pull Lansdowne back into a dogfight.
Yeah, they smell the chance of getting back into it. And they never gave up. I mean, that score before half time made a huge difference to them. Gave them a smell of it, and now they've got the wind. They've got all the momentum is with Cork Con now. It's looking very ominous now for Lansdowne.
Well, the smallest of milestones in a rugby game can be quite significant by the end.
They can. I mean, if you were putting odds on it right now, you'd have to say the odds are Cork Con are going to win this game.
Well, everything in the favour of Cork Con at the moment. The Lansdowne heads look down.
They do, because they've made cardinal errors, and it's all from their own mistakes. It's not necessarily from Cork Con doing it right,
Everyone lying to the right for Cork Con here. But Lansdowne fighting back with the scrum. But it's going to be a reset.
The referee, really, that should have been a Lansdowne penalty. They drifted them in that scrum, but the ref has let them.
He gave them the extra second there.
Gave them the extra second, and that was really Lansdowne were dominant in that scrum.
A real plus in Lansdowne's game today, the front row. Greg McGrath, he's been around in the pro game.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Bobby Sheehan, of course, 2 tries, already proven his work.
Yeah.
And then Julian Velisi came from Italy.
Yeah, a new boy.
Probably wouldn't have been starting today if Jerry Carr was available, but
it's a possibility he wouldn't, but
he's definitely putting his hand up.
Yeah. If he's around more, he would be played. I mean, a lot of the lads on the Leinster Academy and that are just not made available for the clubs, which is a pity. I mean, I think they should be playing rugby. They shouldn't be resting all the time. They rest far too much. I think Leinster have got to let those players away and let them get used to playing rugby on a weekly basis. It's better for them. sitting around all week and then sitting around the weekend doing nothing.
Nothing.
Going off to training all week and doing nothing the next weekend. I mean,
Nothing better than practical experience.
practical experience, playing at a decent level, and that's what AIL is.
But this game, very much in the melting pot now.
Oh, it is, yeah. Yeah.
But again, Lansdowne have a bit of an edge, but Cork can't get it out, no messing this time.
Oh,
And a little quick try, Matthew Bowen. They go to the left. It's on here for Cork Con. Here's Barry. Got the third try for Cork Con.
it's looking very ominous now.
Cork Con want the try. Here's Smith. Made a huge difference since coming in.
It's a penalty as well.
Penalty advantage. Kicked across, but they don't get the bounce.
There's a penalty in front of the post.
They might back themselves here, you know.
It's a possibility. Why not?
It's the class. It's the classic.
Yeah, classic.
It's the classic
classic
debate, though, isn't it?
It
3
is.
points are into the corner in these sort of positions.
Yeah, they'll go to the corner because they've scored off it before in this match. You know, they'll just look for the line out and walk it over the line.
And Hicks puts it into the corner, and they fancy their chances here, Cork Con.
Lansdowne look like they've just no ideas left.
A completely different picture in this second half.
Yeah.
27-0 up with 35 minutes gone on the clock, Lansdowne were.
Yeah.
And now it's 27-22, and Cork Con are trying to sniff out a fourth try that would put them into the lead.
This looks very ominous.
But the line out not straight. And Lansdowne needed a bit of fortune. They needed a gift, and they get it.
Just about. I'm not sure they deserved it though, because you know they haven't been playing well, and it's just a lucky break for Lansdowne there because they've looked really, really poor in the second half.
And the lines have been cleared.
Yeah. Not sure how much time is left.
I always say in these games, it's very much up to the referee's
It is.
discretion.
It is.
Much is left here.
It is.
At the moment, Lansdowne would get 4 points to start their season. Cork Con would get 1.
Lansdowne will be disgusted. I mean, they should have been looking at all 5 points, really, you know, and they were so dominant in the first half, and they just handed this game away. They need to get out of their own half as well. This business of mucking around in their own half has cost them this game so far. I mean, they really look poor in the second half.
And they kick it away through Kenny. And it bounces on the Lansdowne side. Bit of juggling going on.
Yeah.
Lansdowne scrum.
But they're still in their own half and they're still messing around and they're not playing well. And when you're not playing well, you need to get out of that position and get into the opposition half. They can't score from their own goal line unless they get a breakaway. So why would you muck around in your own half? And it just is so annoying when people don't take control of the game. You've got to control the game.
They just want to get over the line at this stage, it seems.
Yes. But they're hanging on, and when you're hanging on, mistakes happen. You know, the confidence goes out, and fellas start throwing loose passes, thinking they can make the great pass that's going to make all the difference. But every one of the passes that's happened in the second half has led to scores for the opposition.
And now it's probably Cork Con that if they lose, they're probably going to think that the game's that it's a result that got away from them.
No, absolutely. If I was Cork Con, I'd be saying, "This is our game here. This is our game. We should be winning this game now." and they should be winning it. They've taken over completely in the second half.
For Lansdowne, it could be the great escape.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's a lesson in this in itself. I mean, a crooked throw has cost Cork a lot in the last minute and a half.
But even if we look at the line out as a whole for Cork Con,
It's been a disaster.
7 times.
That's right. Disaster. And that won't happen all season with Cork Con.
And one of Lansdowne's tries was actually a product of a mistake.
It was, yeah.
And look at Wilson from the back. Lansdowne need to keep ball.
Stop shouting offside. The people on the touchline are forever shouting offside, offside, and they've no idea whether it's offside or not. They just do it automatically.
It's like steps in the
like it's having an effect on the referee. The referee has enough on his plate.
Yeah. But Lansdowne have they lost the ball? Yes, they have.
Kind of stolen the
and
ball.
Cork Con want to counter attack here. The clock is ticking, but there's a lot left in this game, you feel?
There is. There's plenty of time left.
Slow ball for Cork Con. Maher kicking it away. Maybe felt like he had no other option. Corletty did really well there. Condon brings him to ground. Lansdowne come left. Now it's Lansdowne who are on the move.
Lansdowne need those to get into the opposition 22, not to be languishing at the halfway line.
They're just happy to have the ball, Lansdowne, by the looks of things.
They are.
The hard work of the first half has been and is at the moment a bit of an insurance policy.
It's not exactly something that you would bet your life on, though.
Todd Lawler takes it into contact. But he forfeits the penalty.
You languish at the halfway line, you give away penalties, you end up in your own 22. Cork Con are not going to wait. They're going to put it down into the 22. Lansdowne have been at the halfway line. All they needed to do was put it inside the 22 and get them into the corner. They didn't.
Too much one-off runners.
This is it. Almost thinking they can make the big difference. And it hasn't happened in the second half.
Potentially Lansdowne playing for the victory.
Time. Yeah.
Not looking for a bonus point or a decisive score.
Yeah. This is where it all happens now. Cork Con can win the game now in the next minute.
And this is what makes the AIL so special. It goes right down to the wire in most matches, most weeks.
It does.
But all the pressure is on Danny Sheehan.
Yeah.
Can he get his line out right? It's been a mixed bag today.
Yeah, but when they've got the rolling maul going, they've looked very dangerous, and Lansdowne have had real trouble holding it out. So I think they'll throw front and they'll go for it. Lansdowne need to get somebody up at the front to try and block this off. Otherwise, you could be looking at a win for Cork Con.
They need to try and disrupt this line out. Don't let the maul get any life.
Yeah.
Sheehan better at the throw. Lansdowne have numbers on the ground. Maher shouts of a penalty. I don't think so. Sean Duffy. But Lansdowne, they needed a big moment. They were relying on moments. And they got it.
Not sure how long is left now. What's the clock showing?
The clock says 43 minutes have gone in this half, so...
Oh, wow.
They're on the edge of the cliff, Lansdowne, but they're holding on.
Wow.
Fingertips
And fingernails is what's happening here. It has been a very poor performance by Lansdowne in the second half, I have to say. To look so much in control in the first half, give away a soft try before half-time, a rolling ball over the line, no opposition, 3 or 4 Cork Con guys going over the line together. I mean, that can't happen. And now the whole momentum shift from the start of the second half, and Cork Con have been all over them.
15-0 is the score for the second half in favour of Cork Con.
That's it.
Lansdowne don't care how they get the win at this stage. And that's that. The end, 27-22. But they didn't make it look easy.
No, very lucky win for Lansdowne. I mean, I'd be very unhappy with that as a Lansdowne man. I just thought they took their foot off the pedal completely. This business of we're way ahead at halftime. That wasn't way ahead. We'd given away a score just before halftime. So they'd be very disappointed with that performance. Almost bonus point there to be taken, and they didn't take it. And Cork Con looked the better side in the end.
Almost perfect in the first half, but they crumbled completely in the second half.
Completely. I mean, they just went to pieces, and it was very disappointing. And there's very little to be happy about with regard to that performance. Do you want to tie in with the other scores going on around the country? Ballynahinch 35, Young Munster 33. So back within 2 points, and it's full time. So Young Munster lose by 2 points, but they get a losing bonus point, obviously.
And maybe a losing try bonus point?
I'd say so. And then you've got a UCD 15, Terenure 24, and it's still in play. And Nina Ormond is only starting now against Belvedere, and
St. Mary's Open champs.
They've beaten Clontarf 32-14. Well, they haven't beaten them; it's still on. And Lansdowne come out just on the right side of a win, 27-22.
And
match, but really a game of 2 definite halves.
Yeah.
And Cork Con really put it to Lansdowne in that second half.
Probably a little bit disappointed that they're not going away with the points.
They will be very unhappy about it because there were chances there to win that game, and Cork Con just didn't believe it early enough to actually do it, and they probably should have won the match.
But a win's a win at the end of the day. 4 points on the board.
We'll take it.
Sometimes you have to take the wins, even when they're not that pretty.
That's right.
But it's the end of the game, 27-22. A Lansdowne victory to start their season. We'll be back with you again in a couple of weeks. We'll see you soon.